Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Durham. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play in second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
691, Gators score.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. The Tide will get the first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in them.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Oh, man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He breaks some tackle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback, is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's McCoy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass, not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Brown has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 7, Florida State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Flanagan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but Exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a deep man. He caught it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles.
Number 6 with the grab and the score.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. Dances away from the D. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Toss sweep to the right. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off.
Running toward the tape. He has 89 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
From the red zone, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Dances away from the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He wants it all. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, no! Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Throws to the back. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Give to Brown. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Fires to the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
They'll go to the ground. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Double right.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Just trucks through it. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Got it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big. Ball security. That has got to be at a premium right now for this young man.
Using his feet. Touchdown time! They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. When he's there, he can make people miss, and if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
To the air, it's Flanagan. Dances away to buy time. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, one-possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Leaves it with the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Florida State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 20.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to fire to the left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium. And the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen.
He tries to take the top off. It's complete. Touchdown Seminoles. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Coming out with it, it's Hale. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Simpson. They're trying to get to it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, he lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.